Conversation now. Maryland Democratic Congressman Anthony Brown, a member of the Armed Services Committee and an Iraq War veteran. If you could just jump into this conversation we're having right here. It seems that depriving the nation of a teleprompter speech from the president, whether you love him or hate him, is something that certainly anyone could wait on. He shares his thoughts on Twitter all day, every day. But depriving the men and women of the military of a visit with some of the most senior officials in our government could have very real-world consequences.
Look, I have participated in CODELs as a member of Congress. I've been to Afghanistan. I've been to NATO. They are invaluable. It gives us context. It gives us that added perspective as we're making decisions about appropriations and authorizations for our military that are abroad, that are in harm's way. I also was, in a way, a recipient of a CODEL. I was in with the United States Army in Iraq in 2004 and 2005, and it meant a great deal to me when members of Congress showed up. They showed up not only to speak to the then U.S. ambassador and the commanding general of multinational force Iraq, but they wanted to hear from me and similarly other soldiers and sailors and Marines to find out what's going on the ground. How's the morale? How's the training? What's the quality of leadership? These are very important. And sure, it can be rescheduled, the CODEL that Speaker Pelosi was going on. But time is of the essence. The president is talking about withdrawing troops from Afghanistan. Time is of the essence. The president is talking about withdrawing our involvement in NATO. So it makes no sense to push this off as a childish retaliation because for security reasons, we are deciding to delay the State of the Union. It's simply childish.
It's a great point. His own senior national security officials have been traveling the region, reassuring them after Secretary Mattis's abrupt departure. I want to ask you, I want to get you on the record on the shutdown. Another Trump tactic with real-world consequences. Federal workers have now gone without at least one paycheck. They're probably about to go without another one. There are people going to food kitchens. There are folks not able to put gas in their car, food on the table. Where are we in terms of ending the shutdown?
First of all, I've got the fifth largest number of federal government employees and contractors in my district, so I see it, I feel it, I hear it every day. And this is a financial a stressor for so many families. Look, we need to end the shutdown. The ball is not only in the president's court, it's in his hands. He needs to understand you cannot negotiate border security, which is a complicated matter in the context of a shutdown. Open up the government, and Democrats and Republicans agree that we are going to have structured debate and a vote on not only border security, but a much broader look at immigration reform. But you got to open up the government. You got to open it up now. That's what my constituents are telling me, and they are federal government employees. And they don't want to see us capitulate to a president who's holding them hostage.
Congressman Anthony Brown, thanks for spending some time with us. Please come back. We appreciate hearing from you. Joining our conversation now, Philippe Reines, former Deputy Assistant Secretary of State under Hillary Clinton. At the table, Bill Kristol, now editor-at-large for The Bulwark, a conservative news site. John and Sam are still here, always here. Philippe, let me start with you, not just on the tactic, but on its consequences and the tactic